aloore.alooreradio.com. You can reach us on 09039853731, and we're right here in the GSM studio. You know what I mean? Governor Sheyi Makinde's studio. That's where we are at now. Coming back again this afternoon, 8 days after we had left, and said we are coming back in another 8 days.
Yeah, and it really pleases God that we get here today.
Oh, so glory be to God.
Yes, so
Wow.
we are here because we are not there.
Wow.
We are not in prison. We are not in the police station. We are not in the hospital.
Oh, wow.
So we are not there. That is why we are here.
We are
have
here.
to thank God.
We bless God. We bless God for this moment.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon once again. Ẹ kú ilé onílé. Ibikíbi tí àsìkò yìí bá bá yín a kí yín. Ẹ kú kalẹ̀. Bóyá ká ní kẹ́ ẹ wá nǹkan fìdílé. Bẹ́ẹ̀ sì fìdílé nǹkan ni. So that we can all come together and share what we got to give you today. My brother Ayodayo Aloore is here, the evergreen. Is here to give you the usual menu, and you just take that which you want out of the menu.
You know, you should always, when we say something is evergreen, it means it should be current.
Okay.
It should be relevant. Yesterday, today, tomorrow, and forever.
Wow.
So, and Yorùbá sọ pé tó bá jọ la fi wé òun.
Èpo ẹ̀pá jọ kó sí ẹ̀yìrí.
It is true.
Bí owó alábàáṣe jàrán ọ̀pẹ.
Exactly. And there is a difference between beauty and similarity.
Okay.
Yorùbá ní wọ́n ní kó lọ mú nǹkan tó dáa
wá.
Tó jọ nǹkan wá, lọ mú nǹkan tó dáa wá.
Gbogbo mi ò kò yé mi o.
Yorùbá ní lọ mú nǹkan tó jọ nǹkan wá. Ó wá lọ mú nǹkan tó dáa wá. Ó lè dáa kó má jọ nǹkan. That is the difference between similarity and beauty. You are asked to bring something that looks similar. You now go out to bring something that is beautiful.
That looks good to you.
Yeah, suppose no, even if it's beautiful, oh, everybody say this is beautiful.
But that is
not what we have asked you to bring.
So what have you brought for us this afternoon?
I brought something that is relevant now. Because
okay, talking about now we're ready. Now we're ready for you.
The old one. You know, Yorùbás, or you especially one area.
Wow.
Our French now au revoir.
French
that is where I'm going. You know, the chance we say, what is happening? The Oyinbo man was asking the shaman, what is happening? Oju Inu rain.
Oju Inu. Lodi rain. Àbí àbárẹ̀ náà ní pé any kilo wa bi America.
Ibi
America ti jáde.
You see, on a more serious note,
right.
Some people are contending this, that okay, those whites came here to enlighten us. But they made some things on ground, and that is where I'm going today.
Thank you.
Because the number one personality in the Europe, in the UK, just died.
Yes.
Okay. Now we want to look at it that did they bring civilization here, or culture, or technology, or in their own tradition? What did they meet here before they came? Do you know that in their own something, that coin couldn't have been the coin?
Okay.
It's an accident of an occurrence.
How do you mean?
Okay, we have started that. Let me appreciate people at home for following us. You see, what happened was that in their own succession, something, it is the firstborn of the king
that becomes the king.
Remember, in Benin, that is the same thing that happened.
That's the same thing in Benin.
Okay,
yes.
And by the time they came here to attack of Veranwe of Benin, Benin had already gotten light street.
Oh yeah, the street lights.
Street lights.
Yes. Yes, I know that.
So by the time that first Baptist evangelist came to Elisha, he saw a drawing bridge.
Yes.
Which had never been in London.
In London. Okay. That was even before Thames River Bridge.
Yes. So when they came here now, they are saying firstborn. But even at that, Queen Bamate Jurite, tí ìbá ṣe wípé kọ́tà pé sábàbí lédè Yorùbá. Torí ọba tó gbéṣẹ̀ ńbẹ̀ àkọ́bí ọba yẹn ló yẹ kó jẹ.
Yes.
Àkọ́bí ọba yẹn bá bọ́ sórí oyè. Ṣùgbọ́n nǹkan kan ṣẹlẹ̀. Wọ́n ní ẹni bá máa jọba ń bí o, ọmọ ìlú wa ló gbọ́dọ̀ fẹ́. Òun sì ti ní olùfẹ́ kan tó jọmọ Amẹ́ríkà. Ibi tí wàhálà ti sọ nìyẹn. ó ti dórí oyè
tán.
ẹ o wọn á ní ok ṣẹlẹ̀ pé lórí oyè tí wọn kíní kan Anglican bishop òun náà máa sọ̀rọ̀
yes.
ìyẹn bá yarí pé rárá o
èmi ò ní sọ̀rọ̀ o.
ọmọ Amẹ́ríkà o ó ní ẹni tó ń nífẹ̀ẹ́ nìyẹn wọn ni ṣé yẹn ló máa jẹ́ queen. And that is where we are learning the lesson when some kings in this country or in our clime will go and marry a foreigner and bring her to the throne. The British insisted, no, you cannot be married to an American. The man said, I'm in love with an American. No.
Then you're not in love with us.
So he was on the throne maybe like a year running. So he will not be wearing the crown. They are there, so I will be there.
It was an abomination.
Yes. So at the eve of his 1 year anniversary, when he will have been coronated, he now decided, let me make a choice. The person I love or the throne?
On the throne.
So he now gathered the family, he told every one of them. So the younger brother now, that is Queen's father.
Okay.
So he now said, look, I'm leaving this throne, not because I hate the throne, but I didn't want to cause anything controversial about the most secret throne we have. So let me go with the person I love.
So
he voluntarily abdicated.
Well, okay, when are we going to start having that kind of what do you want me to call it?
Okay, it depends.
In this country,
we have had it, so they are not the one teaching us. Remember in history of Ibadan,
okay,
Baba that will have been the Olubado of Ibadan, Bishop Akinyele, he said no, he was already with the Lord. We should go and take his younger brother. So that is nothing new. And that was ever before the Queen something. So when they now say they are the one who teach us or who enlighten us, I say, wow, what do you mean? So the Queen's father now has already gotten 2 children, is married to British and gotten 2 children. The first one hasn't gotten a child. He's still dating that American.
Till date.
Yeah. So when he now said, let me leave the throne, so my younger brother took over, he left. He now moved down to France, where he settled and died in 1972. So Queen's father now stepped on the throne and spent 8 years.
Okay.
So when he died, Queen now
took over,
being the first born. Do you see now? In fact, a matter of voluntarily abdicating the throne is not new. When you look at Nope,
okay,
the British were not able to conquer Nope up till now. Till date. So they came there, by the time they came, forced them to stand still. The British were shocked. There was nowhere they can, and up to today, Boko Haram cannot step on any territory of Nope. Yes.
Nope in Niger State.
Nope in Niger State. In fact, they showed a sample about 2 months or 3 months ago.
Okay.
Don't step on our territory.
Okay.
And
they dared it. Then what happened?
They knew what happened to their cow.
You don't want to say that. No, don't mention that.
So the British, when the thing was so, the British, they were very good at diplomacy.
Yes.
They now started capturing some chiefs. What do we do? So they now agreed. He said it won't be in his presence that a British will come and be dominating here. He abdicated the throne. His younger brother went there.
Oh, I just read that story.
Yeah, let's come to Ibadan again.
Oh my
Have you
God.
been hearing?
I just read that story.
Have you been hearing of people they call Kobomaje?
Kobomaje here in Ibadan.
In Ibadan.
Yes.
That Baba said that how can foreigners come and say Omo Ibadan ma so
to who?
To who? Lomo Nile.
Amen.
But you know the way the British will do it. But the man Komora. We learned that they were about to come and forcefully arrest the leader. Then Oshebi Okome. Ona Baba Obomoje. Along the line they will be singing. Owó orí tó dòde
bàbá wa ló kọ san.
Àwọn àgbà tí kò san.
Wọ́n ń bẹ láti mọ́lé ní Màpó.
But they did not know that song was somehow, because if they had followed what that man did, why should you foreigners come and ask us to be paying
and then you use that to go and develop your own land?
So let's play this music anyway. This is Nigeria Go Better. Why am I playing this music? If we know our history, we will know how to move forward and develop our democracy to be home-based, to customize our own democracy.
Homegrown
Democracy.
Germain.
Exactly. Not that we were trained by Oju, we were certificated by
I know.
Yeah. The British trained us for parliamentary. We went to America to go and take
Adopt their presidential system.
But what system do we even follow before the British came?
We have
a
something good.
judiciary,
Yes.
legislative, and executive.
Yes.
And Lugard was so confused, he wrote a letter to the British.
That these people are so.
A tribe in the left side of Niger. What method of administration should we use? Because they have everything like the Imperial Majesty. And they have a way of even allowing the king to lead the throne. So exactly like their own. And they have arithmetic. They knew arithmetic.
Yes.
They calculate.
Yes. Very, very well.
So what should we do? Then somebody said, let's tamper with their culture.
So this tamper with our culture.
Nigeria will survive. So let's enjoy that music again.
Won't you give kudos to our musicians?
Sure.
To our artists who can see far ahead.
This
and then we make a song out of it now.
This was released in 1984.
In 1984, Nigeria will survive.
Yes, by a graduate of the University of Jos.
Oh, what was his name again? Edina.
Vera something. Vera, I've forgotten the
not Vera Ifudu now.
No, not Ifudu.
Not Edina Ogoli.
No, not Edina Ogoli. So, and the theatre art department professor was Professor Sanioti.
I know Sanioti,
okay.
Yes.
Sanioti was the one. So, and Sanioti first sang this song in the theatre, in the drama. So there was a controversy that maybe she took her boss or her professor's son. But what matters most is what the lyrics,
content.
Yeah, the content.
The content.
And we want to work.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you very much, Veno Marioge. Yeah.
Wow.
Veno.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
No, you know what Yoruba proverb says?
Yeah.
Agbadaradaro ni tán lórí rẹ̀.
Exactly.
That is why this program is
that
so.
That is my Abdul Fattah Oyedeji.
I am Abdul Fattah Oyedeji. There is no other name like it.
In fact,
that I know.
In fact, I wouldn't have expected anything less in the Ministry of Information.
Yes.
So if you are misinformed or you are not adequately informed,
you mean you don't know? You mean you don't know how cerebral our governor is?
Yes, in fact,
and then our commissioner here, Dr. Wasiu Olatubosu.
Yes,
brilliant.
And he has
around him.
Now, the second aspect of it, let me shock you. I read an article, the 15 most important things to Queen of England.
Yes, there you go. I got that as well.
So, there's the most expensive item owned by the Queen. The last one will shock you.
Yeah, I know.
And the last one happened to be royal seats.
Yes.
Seats. And she kept it, she cherished it. The question I was asking is that if they say we were not creative, how come when she came here, she fell so much in love with those two seats? And they even said from Yoruba nation. That is what they wrote.
Yes, that's what they wrote.
And that the Yoruba nation is the western part of Nigeria.
Yes.
That is where the Queen got those two royal seats. That let me say that were presented to. Don't let me, because there are some things we did not present to them.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
So that they took maybe by.
Oh, what about the loot, the 1897 invasion?
Okay.
That's a typical example of how they took a lot of these things without being given.
Yeah. So the picture is there. If they say they have a website, we will have posted it there in the Ministry of Information so that people will see it. That they said it by themselves that those two seats are one Gameji.
I saw it. I saw
yes.
the real thing because they were once exhibited at the British Museum in London.
You said okay. Yeah. You said you saw it live. I've never seen it before, but I saw it and it's in their item that it says the most expensive items ever owned by the Queen.
15 most expensive. Yes. The first 15.
So the last one are these two seats. I want a gap. tí Queen gbà ní ilẹ̀
jẹ́
Yorùbá.
pé lẹ́kẹ̀ẹ́ náà fi ṣe
Ilẹ̀kẹ̀ náà fi sin tán fi ṣe.
náà fi sí gbogbo ẹ̀.
So the question is, if they brought technology to us, how are we able to do that?
You know what? We could go on and on and on and on, and we'll be inexhaustible.
Exactly.
I guess the lesson here is we Nigerians, okay, African, or if you like, we Yorubas,
Yes.
we really need to understand that we are no small people.
At all.
We are not the kind of people that anybody can just push away
aside. No,
at the back of their hand.
Did you watch the performance yesterday at when they were displaying? Different countries came.
Oh,
You had to see what Nigeria performed.
will I be surprised?
The
Have
whole
I not been
place
part of that
was-
before?
Exactly. The whole place. Do you know what surprised them was the mixture of these military people and civilian.
Yes, yes.
And they did that. They were shocked.
Yeah.
Everybody started shouting. Nigeria marched after Scottish something. Scottish contingent. So the Nigerians came out. Our military, they performed, they did everything. So they just formed like a stadium, and they saw our artists now came in, depicting the three major cultures. I'm not saying three cultures, three major. Southeast,
or three of the
Southwest,
cultures.
Three of the cultures. And people were so surprised. And by the time they collapsed that thing again to be marching forward, they saw our artists marching with them. So these people could not help but just giving that
clapping
language. And I think that rehearsal couldn't have been done for more than a week. Because Queen just died about 2 weeks ago.
It is on this note we're going to draw the curtain
Today.
on this segment,
Yes.
Music of Yesterday.
Yes, yes.
Thank you very much for
Thank
coming
you.
on the program.
Thank you very much.
Are we expecting you next
And Mr. Shegun,
Thursday?
thank you as well.
Are we expecting you
By
next?
the grace of God.
Amen.
Thank
All
you.
right. Thanks so much. Wow. It's been Mr. Ayodayo Aloore, the evergreen. I'm sure you won't be tired of listening and watching this man with all those interesting things that he brings back, that he researches on, and by the time he brings it to you, you will not be. I can see Ayodayo Aloore and Abdul Fatai Oyedeji hanging, hugging each other. I'm jealous. Wow.
There is a loving friend. I can see his waving hand. I can see his warm smile. Although it's in heaven's high. We ask you to stay.
Wow. Good afternoon once again. We're back online in the studio GSM at the Ministry of Information, Culture and Tourism. We are here on every Thursday, and then we know you've been following us, and we just enjoy you to please tell others about this program. We love you, and we love you. We love you, love you, love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. Please always be with us on this program. Thank you once again. Hello, my dear sister.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Good to have you.
Good to be here.
You want to tell the house your name?
Okay. Hello everyone. My name is Stephanie Dongwa.
Okay. And you are a poet.
I would like yes, I am a writer.
You are a writer.
Yes.
Oh, you like to be called a writer.
I think I'm
So what is the difference between a writer and a poet then?
I would say a poet is also a writer.
Oh, a poet is also a
Yeah,
writer.
we all write.
So Yoruba says, Oloto ni tohun oto. You just like to be called a writer
Yes.
rather than a poet.
Yes.
Professor Niyo Shudare, what will he call himself? Professor Wole Soyinka, what will he call himself?
Probably a writer.
Probably a writer
One author.
or a novelist
Yes.
or a poet. So he could be, he's an all-rounder.
Yes.
You don't want to be one of those?
I would love to be one of those.
So you don't just want to be known as a writer.
I don't just want to be known
Okay,
as a writer.
you've written quite a number of poems, some of which I've listened to. Do you have to like look before you recite your poem, or there are some stuck up in your head?
At this point, I think I still have to look.
Okay,
The feelings and emotions are there, but string of words that I don't necessarily
You
memorize.
memorize them. Okay.
Yes.
Yesterday you were the children leaders and culture connection.
Yes, I was.
And you recited a poem there that everyone was in love with. Do you like to share that one with us?
All right.
Okay.
I will.
Yeah. Okay. So what at the moment, apart from being a writer, what do you do?
Right now, I currently work as a digital marketer for
As a digital marketer.
yes for an organization, Lead International.
Okay. What do you market?
Okay, so basically, digital. Everyone always asks that when you say digital marketer, they say, "What do you market?" Well, digital marketing is basically one bracket for all your online activities.
Okay.
So if I am a digital marketer, what I most likely will be doing for a brand is pushing their brand forward. So yes, I am marketing the brand
Okay.
through different channels like social media, email marketing, content creation,
Okay.
graphics, and the likes.
So if I have a product to market,
Yes,
I can approach you and say, could you please help market this product?
of course.
I won't have to pay, will I?
Not for you, no.
Oh, no, don't give me preferential treatment now. Wow, that is so cool.
Yes.
So, being a poet, okay, a writer, sorry.
Oh, we
Uh,
can take everything.
oh, I can still call you a poet? Okay, being a poet, what
Yeah.
are your intentions? What are you trying to
What am
tell
I
me?
trying
What does being
Okay, well, for me, it all started out as a way to embrace my emotions.
embrace your emotions?
Yes. It was like I had all these thoughts, and my brain, my mind was always running at full scale, and I needed a channel. So that was what writing became for me.
Oh,
It was
so
like-
you need a place to let loose all those
Yes,
emotional.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, I've been very messy. So it's like writing for me is like I take out these things and put them in pretty boxes.
In 50 boxes.
In pretty boxes.
In pretty boxes.
Yes. So I can always go back to them. It's a way of especially with bad things, a way of separating them
Oh,
from
is it-
oneself.
Wait. Do we all have this quality of how we can put all our emotions that would have been bothering us and figuring out the way of boxing them, and it is only when we need them that we reach out to them?
Yeah.
Is that what you say?
Kind of, but in a way, I don't advise locking up your emotions.
Hmm.
So what I do is with writing, I embrace them. They become my art. So even if I have to share a story that was probably cost me pain at one point in my life,
Mm.
because I have turned it into art, to me it's just beautiful now.
You know what? You know what? Let's have one of those. I'm sure everybody's can't wait to have you,
Okay, would
share
you
one
like,
of those with us. Just for like a minute or two, if you
would
like.
you like me to read the one?
Which one? The one you did yesterday?
Yes. And
Okay.
yes.
If it's not more than 2 minutes, why not?
Okay, it's not
Okay.
more than 2 minutes.
All right. Yeah.
We could do that.
Let's go.
So I call this one Bits and Pieces for the Lover That I Have Lost.
Oh, bits and pieces for the lovers that have lost.
For the lover that I have
The
lost.
lovers.
Lover, one single.
Lover that have lost.
Yes.
Are you still searching for?
No, not so.
We can help you search.
Yes, this one has kind of become a particular favorite.
Okay.
Yes. So I'll begin.
All right.
Some say we are what we think of. Our true selves aren't the ones revealed to others, but the ones in our minds. A part of me agrees with that philosophy, and that's because I sometimes feel like I'm the only one who knows me. But is it then our fault that we do not let others see who we really are? Every time I look at a person, I always wonder what they're thinking. We all want to be understood without having to reveal so much of the person on the inside. Once, I had an argument with my father. I was mad at him for not understanding me, and he said to me, "How could I, when you wouldn't even talk to me?" It hit me then that I had a problem letting people in. But still, I wanted to be understood. I love to talk, but in every conversation, I would always avoid saying the important things, the things I really want to say, but I'm just too afraid to.
Oh.
I sometimes imagine my mind as a room full of boxes scattered everywhere. You see that there?
Yes, okay. Now beginning to
Yes.
make sense, more sense out of
Yes, very messy. I go
Mm.
there a lot. I love to stay there. The boxes, my many thoughts that I have refused to share. I guess that's why it's so messy in there. I always imagined I meet someone who get me, someone I'd be willing to let into my messy room, literally. And maybe I did. He said he liked my family and my story. I wasn't sure I liked the latter. It's sad, painful, and leaves a lot to be desired, but it's fine. So I told him I would love to share both with him someday. We could run away in my mind together. But I had major abandonment issues, always scared that the people I loved were going to leave, so I'd always leave first. I wanted love, yet all I did was run from it. Every time I found something beautiful, my brain's automatic response was fear. Fear that it won't last. So I'd simply turn my back on it. Growing up, my friends and family always said I was too uptight and unfeeling. I've been told on few occasions that I possess a heart of stone. How untrue. At least I thought so. I wanted to let go and open my heart just like anyone else, but I'd forgotten how to. So I guess in trying to prove everyone wrong and remind myself that I had feelings, I let him in. We would write to each other mostly rants on religion and society we lived in, rants on how the truth had been traded for so many lies and false doctrines for so long. We talk about our over-religious mothers and how it sometimes bordered on fetish or worse, insanity. I loved how he wrote to me. Whatever he wrote made me happy. I called him my writer. The words he wrote were the pen on the paper that was my heart. We share our dreams of a world where the only doctrine that stands is the Father's love. How much of a difference it will actually make. I once had a dream about him. I did not tell him what happened in the dream, but I did say that we were happy, very happy, together. He'd always say to me, "Dance with me, my chérie." And he'd have that look in his eyes, like he could see right into my soul, like I was the most beautiful thing he'd ever laid eyes on. "Dance with me, my chérie, dance with me." And we'd dance like the world was our stage. Now every time I hear our favorite song, I picture us dancing to it. Sigrid's Dynamite was ours in more ways than one. He made me smile, my writer. These days, I miss him when I don't see him, and I miss him when I do. I miss him more when I do. Ours was a beautiful story, a fairy tale as some may call it. When reality set in, I'm afraid I cannot trace how something so beautiful could be reduced to shattered pieces of a once elegant mirror. I cannot tell. Maybe we weren't ready. Maybe I was too afraid. Maybe, just maybe, I let him break me. If it was the drug, then I was the addict. And slowly, very slowly, I let my indulgence destroy us both. And now all that's left is the memories of what we once shared. At some point, we all have to quit our bad habits, don't we? I guess that's what he had become. A bad habit that I had grown too fond of. Every now and then, when the sky is dark, when the room is quiet, and the world just seems to float around me, I remember the words he said to me the moment we both realized we were the end of us. "Don't forget me, my chérie. Promise you won't." And as he said those words, it all began rushing in. A quick rewind of the past 8 months floated through my mind. The images, the songs, the tears, the laughter. I saw it all, and right there in my heart, I heard the first word that he ever said to me. "Ayapere."
Wow. Wow. This is so wonderful. Wow. You know what's so beautiful?
What?
The way you are reciting. I wish our listeners and viewers at home are watching you. The smile, the joy,
Yes.
the brilliant faces you've been putting up. And I think that's just enough to remove any pain from anybody.
Oh, well, that's the idea. Now it's a beautiful piece to me, not the once painful memory that it initially.
You know what? I could have let you go on forever, ever, and ever. But time will not allow us. Oh my God! You are so wonderful. So
Thank
tell
you
the
very
house
much,
your
sir.
name again.
My name is Stephanie Donwa.
Dongwa. What name is that? Where you
Donwa.
from?
It's from Delta.
Oh, Delta State.
Isoko.
Isoko. You look Delta. I can see that. Thank you very much for coming on the program.
Thank you very much for having
It's
me.
been Stephanie Donwa, treating you to these wonderful poems of ours. And you're going to come across her many more times. If you come to the Aloore Arts and Culture Connections on Wednesdays, she's there to give you all these beautiful points. Thank you so very much for having
Thank
me.
you very much.
So
sir.
hope to see you next time.
Yes.
Bye.
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 Let us unite together on this surface.
Welcome back again to the studio, www.alooreradio.com 09039853731. We're always waiting for you. We're always looking forward to hear what you have to say about this unique radio station. What you find there, I don't know if you can find it elsewhere, but trust me, if you're not here, I'm not sure you are anywhere. We're not just saying that for the sake of saying it, but because this afternoon again, we have another beautiful young lady we are bringing on the program. Have you ever been on a radio program in Ibadan? Why did I ask a question that I didn't know what answer I'm going to get? But thank God that I got the answer that I was looking for. Nice to have you.
Same here. Thank you so much.
Your name?
My name is Peculiar.
Peculiar Poet. You have that nickname, right?
Yeah, well, like she said, I'm a writer. I wouldn't really say a poet. Because there are other things too that I write.
That you write.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Is it all writers supposed to have these beautiful faces?
I don't know.
So you're planning to have an outing. When is that?
Yes, we have an event. First of all, let me start by saying who we are.
Okay.
So our name is Signpost, and what we do is we organize events and we do project management.
Okay.
So, and most of the things we do are art related, culture related, people related, and travel related. So our program on the
So doing that, you don't give a hoot about tourism, do you?
we begin a hoot about tourism.
So
That's
what
why,
hoot do you give about tourism? If you only do art and culture,
no, not only art and culture. That's why we have 4 branches.
okay.
So there's the people, media, art and culture,
Oh.
and travel and tourism.
Wow.
So
wow.
all of our events.
Now you
fall
make me feel
in-
better. Because I've always known truly that arts and culture are the ingredients for tourism. Yes. Trinidad and Tobago, they have so much beautiful culture, beautiful art, and so tourism becomes their largest foreign exchange earner. The very day they finish one carnival, they are planning for the one of next year. So tell me more about what you do.
So we organize events and do project management, and our inspiration when we do that is because we want to inspire and enlighten people's minds. So, and our program on the 23rd of September is titled Gari and Poetry.
On the 23rd of this very September,
Yes.
Gari and Poet.
Poetry.
Gari.
Yes, and
Cassava
poetry.
grain?
Yes.
How does that
Gari.
relate to poem?
Okay, so because the theme is actually Sapa, how it changes us. So there's this term going around, Sapa means hunger, not having money, and all that.
Okay.
So how this idea was born was I and a couple of friends were discussing, and we were just trading off creative ideas, but we noticed that every time we spoke about any creative idea, we always related it to, oh, how much money is this going to make? This is going to bring us a lot of money. And we were like, why can't we just create for creating's sake? It's like the climb of Nigeria has tuned our minds to always see things as every opportunity is a way to get money, to strive, to hustle, and it's not always supposed to be like that. So the whole program is to explore how that term Sapa, how it has influenced us as a people without even knowing. We will have that hustler mentality
that we don't need.
Yes, that we do not need in what that we
Interesting.
do. Yes. So, and even in other areas of our lives, in terms of love, most times now people are not free to just love because they don't have money. They believe
Wait. Isn't love supposed to be free?
it's supposed to be free.
So why are they
But
not being free to do something that is free?
because they believe your girlfriend will come and ask you for money for her hair and this and this, and so when you don't have money to provide, love will not be sweet in that term. So, but it's not supposed. So these are ways that Sapa has actually influenced the dynamics of relationships.
Wow.
So
Wow.
there are diverse areas, and that's what we want to explore.
So what solution are you trying to provide to them?
That is why we are creating that gathering.
Okay.
So we want people to come together to talk, and in having the conversation, solutions will also pop up. So we'll be able to know, okay, what can we do about this? We've recognized.
So you're using art as a tool.
Yes, we are using that.
Wow.
That is what we are all about.
So tell the house, when exactly is this program coming up?
Okay, it's on the 23rd of September at Artpool Studios.
Where's that
Oluyole-
post studio?
Oluyole, Are.
Okay.
Yes.
Are
Ring
Street
Road
or Are
area.
Avenue. There's one Are Avenue on Bodija which is close to a gallery.
Yes.
But this one is in Oluyole.
It's
Oh wow.
It's an estate.
What time is it starting on that
by
day?
4 p.m.
By 4 p.m. House, please.
Yes.
My people, don't miss that. This is a way of proffering solution to will have been problems, right?
Yes.
Especially among the youths.
Yes.
Are adults left out of this
No, adults are not left out because it also affects adults too.
as well?
You
You mean
see-
some adults now can fall in love because they can't?
Yes. Yes, it's possible. It's very possible because you might see someone chasing after a guy or a lady, but maybe because she's high maintenance and you don't have money to take care of her. Imagine
You
to tell
remember
you-
Shina Peter's song
Mm,
that Omoge, you fine Omoge wants to have this, Omoge wants to have that, and when you cannot provide that for Omoge will not go with you.
Yes.
Oh.
So
It is on that note that we say good afternoon
thank you.
once again. Thanks
So
for coming.
please, can I also say
Yes.
that you can get more
30
info
seconds.
on Instagram.
Oh,
So our
okay.
handle is at Experience Signpost.
Experience signpost
Yes.
on
so,
the Instagram.
yeah, so all
Instagram, right?
info
So
is-
that way they can get a full gist of what your
Yes.
organization is all about.
Yes.
Thank you so
Thank
very
you
much.
so much
Hope
for
to
having
keep
me.
seeing you on every Wednesday too.
Thank you.
Keep coming back
Yes,
with those beautiful smiles.
Thank you.
One cannot go wrong. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
very much.
God's been good to me.
To me, I wake up in the morning with him on my mind, going around talking about him all the time. Won't you just please going on talking about God and doing what God wants? Don't just talk about God. Do that which God wants you for. And Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam came here to teach us how to love each other. Jesus Christ came to the world to teach us Love, love. Amina,
Akílé,
ṣàlàfíà ni.
adúgbò
Ẹ ti ná gbàrà, ẹ ti ná gbòòrò.
iṣẹ́ oríran ni là ń ṣe.
Ìṣòro kí lè wá mú bọ̀.
Àmú ọ̀pẹ àti
Ìyìn
ìyìn
wá fún Ọlọ́run ọba.
wá fún ọba
Ẹnì tó ń lẹ̀
àti
dákọ̀
àwọn
fún.
ará ilé wa.
Ẹnì tó ń lẹ̀.
Ẹ kú ilé là ń kára lé o, ẹ kú ọ̀nà là ń kérò ọ̀nà. Gbogbo lé pátá ń mo kí wọn mọ̀mọ́ lólòdì kankan gba tí wọn lólòdì nínú ilé. Mèébí kí n mo fọ́fọ́ lódì ìtasí ẹ̀sà ògbìn ara òde ògbólúkẹ́. Mo ó kí gbogbo lé pátápátá mo ní àpò àtàtà arọ kò ní súwà kò ní rẹ̀ wá kókókó lára tí wá ó sì mọ́lé ṣe lára ó ti wá ó ti sì mọ́lé. Mo ní ẹ mọ́ fìwé lọ orin mi. Mèébé mi là bíkẹ́ olóhùn mẹ́rìndínlógún èyí ó bá ti wù mí ni wọ́n mọ̀ lò ní tèmi yan bí lólú ọmọ rẹ̀ ló àbẹ̀jálà nígbà ogun bírọ̀. Bàbá mi kẹ́ ẹ pẹ́ o, mo ní lágbára Ọlọ́run ọba ilé ò nílé yànnà nínà yín gbàgbà
Àṣẹ.
ta ní sáyìn
Àṣẹ.
lẹ́sẹ̀ olóde àkókí o.
Ó jèrè.
Apẹ́lájò mọ̀mọ́jà Sunday
Ó
bàbá
jèrè.
tẹ mí ṣe ǹjẹ́ òun ó lọ rè dábùrò nínú ilé bàbá tí
Mọ̀
yẹ
bọ̀,
gangan.
àyè gbà ọ́.
Ìfẹ́ o.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni.
Àbúrò nífẹ̀ẹ́ ló là kún ọba lónìí kẹ́kẹ́ fún. bífẹ́ bá ń rojọ́ ìfẹ́ yóò já re
Náà
ìfẹ́
ni
àbọ̀rọ̀
now.
gbogbo tìmọ̀ràn àbú ni wọ́n ń jẹ́ ọmọ atẹ́niwíjọ́ a kì í dúró kí wọ́n nífẹ̀ẹ́ ọ̀ ni a kì í bẹ̀rẹ̀ kí wọ́n nífẹ̀ẹ́ òye kògó kò bẹ̀rẹ̀ là ń kí wọ́n nífẹ̀ẹ́ o ntolú
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
èmi wá kí wọ́n nífẹ̀ẹ́ òye mo là kún ọba lónìí kẹ́kẹ́ fún nífẹ̀ẹ́ mọ̀rẹ́mọ́ pé àyè ǹjẹ́ bí n bá ń wọnú ilé àwọn bàbá ti rẹ gbogbo ẹ lóye mi yéké ọmọ onílùú kan ìlú kan eléyìí tí wọ́n ń fa wẹ́ẹ̀kùn ń ṣe àkété pé tí erin ni wọ́n fi ń sọ sán rẹ oníkẹ̀kẹ́ gbọ́dọ̀ jó
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
àbàjá gbọ́dọ̀ yọ̀sẹ̀
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
ògèdè
Wọ́n
ńgédé
tó bẹ́ẹ̀.
ooo
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni
ògèdè ńgédé onísọ̀gbọ̀rọ̀ ni
Sọ̀gbọ̀rọ̀
yóò mómi odò
náà gbẹ
yóò lù
pátápátá.
náà yà nínú ilé bàbá tó bí lọ́mọ
Òjèrè.
ọmọ onífìtílà kan rébété iná
Òjèrè.
kí ikú níbẹ̀ tọ̀ san tó ru ibẹ̀ ní bàbá yín gbé ń kàwé ẹ̀yọ ǹjẹ́ òun olórin ẹ̀dàbùrọ̀ nínú ilé bàbá ti rẹ̀ gangan èrò kárẹ̀lẹ̀ ìfẹ́ o èrò kárẹ̀lẹ̀ ìfẹ́ ìfẹ́ òye èrò kárẹ̀lẹ̀ ìfẹ́ èrè káyà lèmi o
èrè wáyà lémi o
èrè káyà lèmi o
èrè wáyà lémi o
ajé ọjà ìfẹ́ èrè káyà lèmi o. Thank you so much.
ó jèrè àmì ní orí mi ó wọ̀ tó bá tún dọ̀sẹ̀ tí ń bọ̀ ó tún ní míì tó tún fẹ́ mú wá fún wa ọlọ́run ọmọ sìkẹ́ rẹ̀ bóun ti ń lọ bóun ti ń bọ̀ lábúrò ní jẹ́ pé rẹ̀ ó ṣeun dákúbá kí gómìnà wà kó tó máa lọ pé wọ́n kú oríire bíríìjì tí wọ́n sí lónìí.
Bàbá mi mọ́ gbó Abíọ́dún ọmọ Mákindé o.
ó jèrè.
Mo ní o mọ̀ jayé orí ìtìtì rẹ̀ lọ ìgbà rẹ̀ tó ń dùn yọ lọ́rùn ọba níjẹ́ ó tán.
àṣẹ.
Mo ní lágbára iṣẹ́ Ìdùmàrè ìbànújẹ́ oníkanrọ̀ rẹ̀ nínú ilé ayé kókókó lára ti rẹ̀ ó sì mọ́lé.
àṣẹ.
Mo ní o mọ̀ jayé orí ìtìtì rẹ̀ lọ bó ti wá léwu kó o pẹ́ nílé ayé tó. O ní báwọn ọmọ sáré ọmọ ní báwọn ọmọ sáré ayé lágbára Ọlọ́run ọba òkè òkè lọ wá fún ní igbe mebókè ló mọ lọ lágbára ṣe Ìdùmàrè ó ní wàlẹ̀ láíláí ìlà ọmọ olóòjẹun gbèsè ọmọ parun jẹ́gẹ́dẹ́ tí iye mọ́tò ẹ̀la ni mo kó tí wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́rán ẹ̀gà ọjọ́ tó lú òjé bá gorí òye wọn ayọ̀ ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ọjọ́ bàbá wọn bá gorí odò wọn ní òṣèlú olóòjé ara òun pẹ̀tù mọ́ jayé orí
títí rẹ̀ kò sí gírì ó jèrè Aminat mo tù rí ọ lọ́sẹ̀ tó ń bọ̀ ó jèrè o ilẹ̀ bá ń kílé bá ń ká ọmọ rẹ náà.
Good afternoon, everyone. You're welcome to Aloore Radio. We are transmitting live from GSM Studios at the Ministry of Information, Culture and Tourism, Oyo State Secretariat, Agodi, Ibadan. You can reach us on YouTube at Aloore Radio and on Facebook at Aloore Radio, or call us on 0907 985 3731. 0907 985 3731. I am Tuluanimi Shukumbi. In continuation of the Oju Inu Agba Oye, this is a news segment. First, the headlines. Fat October Concert 2022. African Treasures Arts Exhibition. Hadituede, Spoken Words et al. Now the news in details. The Tunde Odunlade Arts and Culture Connections presents Fat October Concert 2022, a musical concert which we hold on October 1st, 2022. The time is 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. Hanayam Restaurant and Gallery, number 16, Kudeti, Onireke, Ibadan. The Fat October Concert is a celebration of life for Nigerians who have been working for an hangout on the national holiday. If you'd like to assert their interest in the fact that Nigeria still lives and will continue to live, this concert will have a wide range of artists, the likes of Emperor Adegayi, King Sunny Ade's son, Uncle Jimmy Sholanke, Goke Bajawa, Afiz Oyetoro, Saka, Ogidiolu Afrocentric will be performing live at the event. Please make it a date with us. African Treasures Arts Exhibition. African Treasures Arts Gallery, in collaboration with Tunde Odunlade Arts and Culture Connections, presents an art exhibition tagged Igbo Amaka. Igbo is beautiful. The African Treasures exhibition is an annual exhibition birthed with the aim of showcasing works of renowned renowned African visual artists, with the sole purpose of presenting our rich African values and cultures through the medium of art. And as a continent, we must not allow the values and transitions to go into extinction, but rather strive to sustain it from generation to generation. The exhibition opens at Owerri on October 18 to 22nd, 2022 at Grand Peace Hotel and Suites, Plot 67, Otamiri South Extension Layout, Akachi Road, Owerri, Imo State. And at Ibadan, November 26 to December 31st, 2022 at the Tunde Arts and Culture Connections, number 2, Ladoke Akintola Street off Area Avenue, New Bodija, Ibadan. Adituede Spoken Words at all. This week's episode of Adituede, our resource personnel, Mr. Bayo Akinshomo, spoke emphatically on the Danasugbo War, the history of Alake in Egba land, how we got colonized by the British, why Africans think the way we think, the Ashantis. The Working Encyclopedia said Alake originated from the word Alaketu, that is, the person who removed Ike, a hunchback. Israel belongs to more than 3 continents of the world: Asia, Europe, Arab, and even Africa. The Egbas has long been in existence before the Oramfe and others came into existence. The Arabians were the first to begin slave trading in our land. He also mentioned that it was a Kesi man who introduced corn to us, which originated from Brazil. During the Danasugbo battle, 300 soldiers defeated 37,000 foot soldiers using machine guns. Don't forget your regular original highlife every Sundays at the Tunde Arts and Culture Connections, number 2, Ladoke Akintola Street, off Area Avenue, New Bodija, Ibadan. The time is 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. prompt. Once again, the news headlines. FAT October Concert 2022. African Treasures Arts Exhibition. Adituede Spoken Words at Hall. Thanks for joining us on today's news. Do have a great day. Stay productive.
Wow. Tolu Animi,
Yes, sir.
thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir.
That is so cool.
Thank you, sir.
If I may use the way we will say it in America, that's so cool. It's really cool.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome,
So
sir.
we expect to see you next week, Thursday,
Definitely.
same time.
Same station.
All right. Same station.
Yes, sir.
What's the name of that station?
Aloore Radio.
Aloore Radio. Here we come. Thank you very much, all, and good afternoon once again. It is on this note we draw the curtain for the day. Cheerio.